So, adding another card to the Alpha collection today. The packaging on this one I'm a bit worried about, I'm going to be honest. They have a note here to do not fold, but this feels very flimsy. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to, then good to open it from this end maybe. I hope that this thing's survived the transit. Guessing that there's going to be shipping information. There's a top loader, so that's good. No. Ugh. 3 cards in a single top loader with no penny sleeves. And tape to boot, but whatever. Guess you can't tell people how to ship things, but that's not a very good job on the packaging. Gotta say, not happy with that. You should be sending your Alpha cards in penny sleeves at least, and then top loaders, send them individually so they're not sliding against each other. That's a bummer. But we'll check them out, and I hate sliding out a raw card from a top loader like that. But let's see how they survived the trip. Start with the Raised Dead. This thing looks like it's got reasonable corners with a little bit of edge wear. Oh, and same thing with edges. You know, a little bit of edge wear. Not too bad though. The face on this is pretty good. Not perfect, but you know, light play plus, maybe near mint. Depends on your standard. I feel pretty good about it. A little bit of wear, or maybe even a little bit of grime. But I think it's safe to say there's a little bit of table wear on this one. Let's do a couple quick checks here. That's interesting. Let's try again. That's more like it. Yeah. Gonna do my standard green dot test and just take a peek. It looks good. I don't know if I can really get it to show on the camera, but trust me that it looks good. Corners look clean, authentic, I believe. I don't know what this is, a print line, or I kind of thought print lines went the opposite direction, but my memory might be wrong on that. Okay, so pretty happy with that one. The other common in the set of the 2 commons, this one is a little rougher, a little more wear down on the corners there. Same with this corner. It's a Terror, so it's a little higher end card. So I'll have to remind myself what I paid for that. I think it was probably priced accordingly to this level of wear. The edges are just a little more worn. This one's probably solidly light play, and weirdly the face of this one looks a little better actually than the Raised Dead. Those are real clean faces. I'm pretty happy with those faces. So I gave up in edges on that one. I got back in faces. So probably a clean light play. Just always have to do the quick check here. Looks good. So that's cool. I'm gonna remind myself what I paid for those. The Raised Dead was 20 bucks. That's awesome. The Terror was a bit more. That was around 70. But the 20 bucks for a Raised Dead, that's awesome for that condition. So can't really complain at all. And the uncommon in the bunch, that is the Life Force, which has a bit of a warp to it, I guess I'd say. Not sure if warp is quite the right word, but a little bit of a Pringle. I haven't really run into very much on these alphas yet. Honestly, so my standard for uncommons should be higher than it is, but I'm somewhat priced out of getting immaculate uncommons. So I feel like this is the standard of uncommon I would like to aspire to, and even it may be a little better than some of the ones I already own. So that makes me happy. Bumping the camera, gonna make you all seasick if anyone even watches this. And the green dot looks good. Happy with that. So cool little lot of 3 cards. The Raised Dead is just, for the price, was just a ridiculous deal. Very happy with that condition. The Terror's not quite as clean, but the price was right for this, and it's always fun to add a little Life Force or an uncommon to the collection as well. I don't have a ton of uncommons. My focus has been commons, but where I can snag an uncommon for a reasonable deal, I grab it. I always thought this little embryo reminded me of Mew for some reason. It's probably supposed to be a humanoid, but it reminds me of the Pokemon Mew, which is sort of fun for me. That's all today. My comment on this is a good experience, but man, you gotta ship better than that. That is a really crappy way to ship cards. You gotta at least include some penny sleeves. Three cards in the same top loader. I mean, it's hard to say. Some of the edge wear could have happened on even loading and unloading in a situation like that. It's just, you can feel the friction putting the stinking cards in the top loader. So I'll probably leave this seller some feedback on that, and because I do have another order in from them, and I think they would probably benefit from knowing that. I won't leave a negative review. There's some feedback to the seller themselves. So, all right, good day.